So what exactly makes a shot cinematic? Today, we're gonna find out. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dean Tucker and welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing what exactly makes a shot cinematic. What does cinematic actually mean? I think today the term cinematic is used quite loosely and most people relate it to black bars, slow motion and moody color grading. But what exactly makes something cinematic? We can all pick out a shot and say that looks cinematic, but what exactly makes it cinematic? What are the qualities that give it that aesthetic? The cinematic look is easy to see, but not that simple to explain. There actually isn't really a definition for cinematic, or is there? Alexa, define cinematic.
I have a couple definitions for the adjective cinematic. 1. Of or relating to the cinema. 2. Relating to kinematics. Kinematic.
Unhelpful. So according to cinematographer Romain Le Courbis, cinematic is a sculpted image that does not stick to reality at all, with deep blacks and high contrast with a big gap between warm lights and cool lights. I feel like that was probably the most solid definition of a cinematic shot that I could find. But to be honest, the cinematic look is a combination of many different factors. At its core, it is the structure of a shot. To start, every cinematic shot starts with good lighting. From my research, and as Romain said as well, cinematic shots tend to have deep blacks and the highlights are very rarely blown out. The shot is often captured with a very high dynamic range, meaning that the camera retains the detail in the highlights as well as the shadows. By doing this, colors are able to take the shadows into that deep black range and still retain the detail in the highlights. Cinematic shots are also very well composed. They either follow the rule of thirds or the golden ratio, making sure that the subject falls on one of the third lines or in the center of the frame. At its core, I would say that lighting and composition are probably the most important things when it comes to the cinematic look. But like I said, it is a combination of many different factors as well, which could include things like the frame rate shooting at 24 frames a second or even in super slow motion. A good color grade can always help dictate the mood of a shot and can ultimately make or break your cinematic feel. The camera movements of a shot can also make or break the cinematic look. Do you have it set on a tripod? Is it on a dolly, panning from left to right, right to left? What exactly is your camera doing in relation to the subject? And then building on that, how does that create mood in the scene and create coherence between composition, lighting, and story? At the end of the day, the cinematic look is way more than just the cinematographer's job. It comes down to set design, costume design, sound design, and the biggest one of all, the story. It's about the story. Everything we're doing here is about the story, trying to tell the story in the best way possible. It's about evoking emotion in the audience and telling that through a beautiful image. In my research, one of the quotes that I liked most was that a cinematic shot is something that has been thoroughly thought through. Try and say that 5 times. Thoroughly thought through, thoroughly thought through, no. But seriously, it's taking into account every aspect of the shot and making sure that it all works together to tell the story in the best way. One of my favorite ways to see it is creating a video that could be a beautiful still photograph with each frame. So all in all, there are many different definitions for what a cinematic image actually is. But each project is different and therefore dictates what a cinematic image is in that context. I'll leave some links to references in the description below, so please go check that out if you do want to find out more. And also let me know what you guys think the term cinematic actually means. Do you have a definition for it and could you describe it? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback as well. In saying that, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and managed to learn something, even if you didn't find out exactly what cinematic means. I hope you got a better understanding of how to see it and how to create your own cinematic image. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for new videos every single week. If you did like the video, please leave a like. But in saying that, I'm gonna leave this one here. Thank you again so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.